Does God forgive bad people? Yes, God does forgive bad people. But there are certain things that Bible says the person must do in order to get forgiveness. As like the other verse, the Psalm 32 verse 5, it says the person must acknowledge his sins and recognize that it is an offense against God, confess it and have a deep heartfelt sorrow for the wrong done and have a determination to turn from such a course of practice. But what if the person did something to the other person? Can God forgive them? Yes. It says the person who did something to other person, when you read Matthew 5 verse 23 and 24, this is the words from Jesus. It says one person must do what he can to right the wrong or damage that is done. When you read uh, Psalm 99 verse 8, it says, O Jehovah, you our God, you answered them. You were a God who pardoned them, but you punished them for their sinful deeds. So this verse shows that God will not just forgive them. Obviously, they will get punished for their sinful deeds. So when we look at the Psalm 32 verse 5, where the person's what does the Bible say for them to get forgiveness? When you look at it, it says, Psalm 32 verse 5, it says, Finally I confess my sin to you. I did not cover my error. I said I would confess my transgression to Jehovah, and you pardoned the error of my sins. So this verse shows that that person had recognized his sins and acknowledged it, that it is an offense against God. Then they confessed it and have a heartfelt sorrow for the wrong done and have a determination to turn from such a cause or a practice. So, what about that person who done something to other person? When we read Matthew 5 verse 24, verse 23, and Matthew 5 verse 23 and 24, it says, If then you are bringing a gift to the altar and you remember that your brother has something against you, leave your gift there in front of the altar and go away. First make your peace with your brother and then come back and offer your gift. So today we possibly don't have altars, but we use, some people they call their churches, their house, wherever where you pray, where you give thanks to God, where you go every Sunday, that place, your religion come together for worship. That is what we can say today. Before you go there, you must go and make peace with the person or your brother, we don't know, or the person that you've wronged, to make peace with them. And then after that, you can go and worship. Other than that, you're not, you can't be forgiven. I think that is what it means. But it doesn't end there. You must also pray to God and ask for forgiveness on the basis of the Christ ransom sacrifice. This is in the Bible. When you read Ephesians 1 verse 7, it says, By means of him we have the release by ransom through the blood of that one. Yes, the forgiveness of the transgress according to the riches of his undeserved kindness. So yeah, you must do all these things. You must you must ask for that forgiveness. You must acknowledge your sin. You must recognize it, that is an offense against God, and you must confess it. And you must have the heartfelt sorrow for the wrong that you have done and have a determination to turn such a course of practice in order to get forgiven. It doesn't end there. To whomever you have wronged, say you have wronged someone, you must go there and right the wrong or the damage that you have done. And then after that, you must pray to God and ask for the forgiveness on the basis of Christ's ransom. That is how God forgive people, bad people, even us. even as we actually did something, we've wronged somebody. You might say you did not, but if you will ask people near you, I'm sure you've wronged somebody. Hence, 1 John verse 1 and 8 to 9, it says, if we make the statement, we have not sinned, we are misleading ourselves and the truth is not in us. So let's not mislead ourselves.